Okay, hey folks. Actually, this is an addition to one of the previous lessons. Okay, we covered values in general. I want to present you this interesting concept of Ayn Rand, where she speaks of the gates of Atlantis. Yeah, Atlantis is a mythical place like utopia, yeah, a utopia or utopia, like it's a nice place. Yes, an ideal. It was an ideal town according to the ancient Greek myths, right? So what Ayn Rand speaks of is more of a philosophical nature. Yeah, not it's not really about a myth. Yeah, it's not really about some physical gates of Atlantis. Okay, so the first component of Ayn Rand's gates is that it has like sort of 5 points. Yeah, if we can imagine a door, yeah, the door or a gate consists of 5 main points. The foundational point, number one, is that reality is real. Yeah, this may sound funny or strange or weird. However, there are lots of philosophies across the globe that tell you not to believe in this reality, right? For instance, Christianity is like there's a better world, heaven, yeah? There is some heaven, and you shouldn't care much about this world. You should sacrifice your desires, etc., and stuff, and think of the heaven, yeah? Or like Plato, who's like, don't believe your mind. Your mind is a cave and it incarcerates you. Whatever you see is fake. Don't believe whatever you see and hear. Don't trust your senses. Yeah. So this kind of approach exists not only in European philosophies and cultures, but also in the East. They speak of Maya, the great illusion. Yeah, that we shouldn't trust our senses, etc. So Ayn Rand is one of those unique philosophers who's like, no, you should trust your senses. Your mind is your friend. Your mind is not your foe. Yeah, it's not your enemy. You shouldn't fight your mind. You should cooperate with your mind and your senses. If I see this object, if I can hold it, if I can use it, then it's real, right? If I can have this object, yeah, if I can drink some water, all of it is real, yeah. Or else, well, I can die of thirst if I go to the extremes and I deny this world and I'm like, well, this is all fake, it's all false. I may just die as well, yeah. And note that even when we speak of enlightenment, like the Buddha who sat under a tree, who meditated, what happened to him, yeah, was that he realized something. So he didn't, ascend, go up. Yeah, he didn't ascend to the heaven. He remained the same guy. He just realized some things. Yeah, maybe the nature of reality. Yeah. So in some natures, people go to heaven literally. In other cultures, they just realize some stuff. So it's their thinking that changes. Yeah. So reality is real, or as Ayn Rand puts it, and not only her, A is A. So this is the basic law of logic. Like an A cannot be a non-A at the same time. If I have a pen, this pen cannot be a hammer at the same time. Yes, we can see this object. I can hold it. I can use it. It's a pen. Yeah. Simultaneously, this pen cannot be a non-A, non-pen. Yeah, or a different object. Yeah. So the laws of logic, like I'd suggest you to watch more content on those. I might dedicate the lesson to the laws of logic as well. Okay. However, right now I'll just stop here. A is A. Reality is real. So trust your mind, trust your senses, and just to make you understand how important this is. Like, can you build an airplane if you say that this whole earth and this whole universe is fake? Can you build a rocket machine? Can you a space machine? Like, can you explore other planets if you just don't believe that those planets are real? If you keep yourself under this constant distrust, yeah, you won't be able to create anything. Yeah. So that because the universe will be unknowable, yeah, you wouldn't be able to trust nothing if you cannot trust your mind and your senses. Well, how in the earth how on earth will you know that I am real and this video is real, and you're not like trapped in a matrix? Yeah. So that's it. Reality is real, number one. Number two, mm, reality can be known only through our reason. So in some philosophies and religions, they're like, no, you should pray, and then knowledge will descend, will come down on you from heaven. Yes, there will be some grace, some God, some divinity will decide to give you their grace. So don't learn, don't trust your brain and your mind, just pray. Yeah. Or don't even try to learn about this universe because it's unknowable. Yeah, so this is the second important gate of Atlantis, which states that no, you can learn about reality, and you can do that only through your mind, through your reason, right? So here again, objectivism differs from a number of philosophies. Yeah. The third component of the gate is that we take decisions based on rational self-interest. This is a very famous term coined, created by Ayn Rand. So reality is known. We make decisions. Sorry, we make decisions based on our rational self-interest. So there is, Nietzsche, or Nietzsche, as they call him. So there is this Nietzschean type of self-interest in which you're like, I don't care about anyone else. If I want something, I'm gonna grab it or get it, even if I have to walk on some people's faces, for instance. I don't give a hoot about anyone. Yeah. So this is this Nietzschean type of egocentrism or self-centeredness, which is very destructive, especially in respect to other people. Yeah. Well, normally by the end you destroy yourself too, because other people revenge. Yeah. So um, the egocentrism or the rational self-interest, yeah, of which Ayn Rand speaks, respects not only makes you respect not only yourself but also other human beings as potential, let's call them traders in the good sense of the word. Like, if I want something and someone else has it, we can trade, we can exchange values, right? So this is the third important component of Ayn Rand's philosophy. Actually, those gates of Atlantis, it's like the triangle of philosophy. Yeah, I've covered it in one of the previous lessons. So reality is real, for instance. That's the I'm sorry. Reality is real. That is our metaphysics. Yes, metaphysics, like the nature of reality. Does reality exist at all, or it's all fake? Yeah. So the first gate is our metaphysics. The second gate is our epistemology, episteme, knowledge. Like, can we know this reality? Can we explore the universe and ourselves or not? Yeah. So third component of the gate is about ethics. Like, how should I treat myself, and when I am in contact with others, how should I process things? Yeah, is it okay to cheat? Is it okay to lie? Or I should be respectful, and why? Yes. So again, uh, Ayn Rand uh, co- um, bases her judgment on rationality. Like, if I live in a community, if I cheat or lie or take something by force, the same can be done to me, yes, one day. So, rationally, in the long term, it's just not profitable. It's just very destructive to lie to people, to cheat on them. Yeah. It's much more profitable to be honest and to base your relationship to others on honest and just exchange. Yeah. A system of exchange, of trade. Okay. Number four is that when you communicate with other people, you should uh, mm, again, I already covered it. Yes, you should base your judgment on just and free trade. Yes. So number three is about the ethics. Like, I regulate my mindset. Yeah, my thinking. I like I meditate on this important issue of what is just, what is not just. How should I behave? Yes. And number four is more about this community in general. It's politics. Yeah. Number three is ethics. Number four is politics. So when you want to create something, like in terms of your community, yeah, not just your personal life, this approach based on just and free trade is one of those important components of the Gates of Atlantis. If you want to be an Atlantean, yeah, or an Atlant. And in the end, number five, it's about aesthetics. What is beautiful and what is not should be decided, yeah, based on a value system that is linked to reality. Give me a sec. So, based on reality, because in many schools of aesthetics, let's call them that, they don't care about reality, like Christianity, for instance, or idealistic value systems. They are like, well, we have the spirits of our ancestors. We had this great king or this great leader. It's about the past. It's about something that has gone, yeah, that is gone by now, and it's like going away from today, from reality. Yeah. Or like creating entire like judgment systems on those ideas of heaven. Yeah, that's funny, that's dangerous. This is why like religious wars are born, because everyone is like, well, my religion is better. Yeah, and I'll prove it to you by destroying yours. So again, the Gates of Atlantis is about benign, benign, like of a good quality, yeah, of a good quality, benign mindset. Like if you adopt these gates of Atlantis, you work on your mind, on your mindset. Yeah, it's about your personal development. You don't even try to force others, yes, to think this way. You're not interested in that. You're interested in growing as a person yourself. Yeah. So when you adopt these points, yeah, or these gates of Atlantis, you uh, don't cause too much trouble to the planet, like in terms of irrational behavior, in terms of religious or sometimes political wars, yeah, civil wars, etc. Of course, you can have your own causes, like if you live in a very irrational or totalitarian system and it's unbearable, of course you can decide to, dedicate your life to this fight or to this movement, yes, centered around freedom, centered around rationality. Of course, that's fine, that's up to you. Yeah. So Atlantis was famous for, according to the mythology, it was a very developed place, like in terms of society, science. They had this intricate machinery. Yeah. So it means they had freedom, they had science. Yes. It means religion was not controlling everyone, just like, it was in medieval Europe. Yeah, there was freedom. People were free to invent, to experiment. Yeah, so that would require, yeah, a society which was based on, the respect towards others and the respect towards the individual and his or her freedoms. Right. So this is why we admire Atlantis, because we think that their civilization was far more advanced, yes, and it ceased to exist only because of some terrible natural disaster happened. And according to the mythology, like some Atlanteans were able to travel, like Atlantis itself was a small island far from any shores, so they lived on their own. And according to the mythology, some of them were able to travel and to save themselves, but their island was buried, yes, under the sea. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed. You can leave your like thoughts on those gates of Atlantis, whether they make sense. It's again about value systems. Yes. What's your value? Is it freedom or like slavery? Is it life or death? Yeah. What do you choose and why you choose that? Okay, guys, that's it for today. See you next time. Okay. Bye bye. All right.